Imagine a world where deserts give rise to empires, where a single man's message changes the course of history, and where wars, science, and culture collide over 1,000 years. This is the story of the Islamic world, its rise, its golden age, and the empires that shaped the Middle East. In late antiquity, the Arabian Peninsula was a desert land overlooked by mighty empires: the Persian Sasanian Empire to the east, and the Christian Byzantine Empire to the west. Its people were mostly nomadic tribes, worshipping many gods, but in the 6th century, everything was about to change. Around 570 CE, Muhammad was born in Mecca. According to Islamic tradition, he was chosen by God as the final prophet, tasked with spreading monotheism among the Arabs. Over decades, the Quran was revealed to him in segments, later compiled into Islam's central texts. Initially persecuted, Muhammad migrated to Medina, forming the Muslim community, uniting Arab tribes, and waging battles against idolaters. He died in 632, leaving a critical question: who would succeed him as leader of both the religion and the state? Muhammad's successors became known as caliphs. The first four, called the Rashidun or rightly guided caliphs, ruled for 30 years, building the first Muslim state with institutions, taxes, and bureaucracy. Their armies expanded the caliphate from Iran to North Africa, toppling the Sasanian Empire and taking lands from Byzantium. Yet internal tensions grew, particularly over Ali ibn Abi Talib, Muhammad's cousin and son-in-law. His supporters, the Shias, claimed he was the rightful successor, while the Sunnis did not. This division became Islam's largest religious split. In 661, the Umayyad dynasty seized power, moving the capital to Damascus and establishing a hereditary monarchy. The Umayyads expanded the empire from Central Asia to the Iberian Peninsula, though their advance into Western Europe ended at the Battle of Tours. The Caliph Abd al-Malik centralized power, promoted Arab identity, and built landmarks like the Dome of the Rock. But rebellion and civil wars persisted, including the tragic massacre at Karbala, where Ali's son was killed, solidifying Shia grievances. By 750, the Abbasid dynasty rose, claiming descent from Muhammad's uncle, Abbas. They moved the capital to Baghdad, which became the world's largest and most prosperous city. This period, known as the Islamic Golden Age, fostered poets, philosophers, scientists, and translators, preserving and expanding knowledge from Greece, Persia, and India. Caliph Harun al-Rashid maintained diplomacy with Europe and became legendary through tales like the Arabian Nights. Yet by the 9th century, Abbasid power reigned, local dynasties rose, Arab exclusivity declined, and the empire became multicultural. In the west, the Umayyads held onto Iberia, slowly losing ground to Christian forces. In the east, Persian dynasties revived Persian culture and language. The Buyids and Fatimids, Shia powers, limited Abbasid authority while expanding their own influence. In the 10th and 11th centuries, Turkic nomads entered the Middle East, converting to Sunni Islam. The Seljuks took Baghdad in 1055, ruling as sultans while leaving the Abbasid Caliph as a symbolic figure. They defeated Byzantium at Manzikert in 1071, opening Anatolia to Turkic settlement. Meanwhile, European Crusades began in 1095, lasting to centuries. As Western armies sought to capture Holy Lands, Saladin, a Sunni Kurdish leader, rose in the 12th century, ending Shia Fatimid rule, founding the Ayyubid dynasty, and recapturing Jerusalem from Crusaders in 1187. The Mongols, however, emerged as a devastating threat in the 13th century. Genghis Khan's descendants conquered Iran, the Caucasus, and Anatolia, ultimately sacking Baghdad in 1258, ending the Abbasid Golden Age. In Egypt, the Mamluks, former Turkic slave soldiers, seized power, defeating the Mongols at Angelut and repelling Crusaders. They re-established a symbolic Abbasid Caliphate in Cairo, ruling for 250 years. Later, the Ilkhanid Mongols converted to Islam, blending Turco-Mongol culture with Persian and Islamic traditions. Timur, another Turco-Mongol conqueror, would follow, balancing brutality with cultural flourishing. In the early 14th century, Osman emerged as a Turkic leader in Anatolia, founding the Ottoman Empire. His descendants conquered Byzantium in 1453, making Constantinople, later Istanbul, their capital. Ottoman sultans, like Selim the Grim, expanded into the Middle East, North Africa, and Europe, using gunpowder technology to dominate. By 1517, Selim executed the last Mamluk sultan, declaring himself caliph and leading Sunni Islam, alongside the Ottomans. The Shia Safavid Empire rose in Iran, and the Mughal Empire controlled India. These three gunpowder empires dominated the early modern Islamic world. The Ottoman Caliphate survived for 600 years, enduring until the 20th century, leaving a legacy that shaped the Middle East and beyond. If this journey through 1,000 years of Islamic history amazed you, make sure to hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next historical adventure. Dive deeper, explore more, and see history come alive.